Good evening, Genesis Church. Good evening, church family. Yes, it's the evening of day 10 of our 21 days of prayer and fasting. Yes, the evening. I decided this week to mix it up a little bit, just keep it fresh. You know, a little change every now and then is good. Well, I just want to thank you for taking this journey with me. This 21-day journey, we are almost right here at the halfway point. So you and I can finish this thing well. I know we can finish the race well. I'm your biggest fan. Hang in there. I know you can do it with me. Let's do this together. Well, I want to share a quick, just a small devotion with you tonight. It's found in Matthew chapter 5. I'm going to read one verse, verse 13. Matthew 5, verse 13. You are the salt of the earth. But if the salt loses its flavor, how shall it be seasoned? It is then good for nothing but to be thrown out and trampled underfoot by men. You know, I think one of the most amazing things as a child of God is that we get to be called salt. The main reason is because Jesus is referred to. He's called the salt of the earth. We get to be called salt. That is amazing, and that's a good thing. It's an honor and a privilege. But also, you know what comes along with that? Responsibility. We have a responsibility to help season the world that we live in. Here's my question for you tonight. Are you being salt? That's an important question because first we need to establish what is salt. We know what salt is. Salt is seasoning. Salt makes things palatable. Salt makes things good to taste. Salt makes everything better. Right? A little salt makes everything better. Also, salt preserves. Are you making things better in your world? How about, are you being salt at your workplace? Are you being salt in the community? Are you being salt in the neighborhood? Are you being salt at home? Are you being salt in your family? How about in the school system? On and on and on. In the political system, political realm. Are you being salt? You see, salt makes things better. I brought something this evening I wanted to show you to help kind of prove my point. So here's just a little bit of salt, brought some salt, but also a can of green beans. But anyway, Stephanie sent me to the grocery store to get stuff for supper one night. I bought some beans and I brought them home. We warmed them up, got ready to eat. And when I went to eat those things, when I did taste them, oh, they were the most horrible things I've ever tasted. It was terrible. I think I actually spit them out. They were no good. I mean, they were good for nothing. But I tell you what happened was, I didn't pay attention and I bought a can that was sodium free. No salt whatsoever. And I don't know if you've ever had any, but it's just terrible. I mean, that's the only way I know to put it. In other words, there was no way to enjoy supper that night. There was no way to enjoy my meal. But I gotta tell you, when I picked the salt up, and I begin to season those things. And I begin to stir it in. And I begin to, get them just right. You know what happened? It completely changed everything about that night. So I ask you, are you changing things around you for the better? Well, that's what salt does. It makes things good.